Are you looking for the best Android tablets? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best Android tablets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Galaxy Tab S10 FE. While it's not a high-performance monster like the OnePlus Pad 3, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE does everything most people will need, provided you understand its limitations. The 10.9-inch LCD screen is perfectly sized for use on the couch, in bed, or on the move. The 497-gram weight isn't excessive and is evenly distributed for comfortable in-hand balance, but the corners on the 6mm thick chassis can eventually dig into your palm and cause some fatigue during extended use. The Galaxy Tab S10 FE doesn't use an AMOLED screen, but unless you're nitpicking while watching high-resolution video, when contrast and color differences may be easier to spot, it's unlikely to disappoint. Videos look crisp and sharp, and the screen is bright enough for viewing outdoors in sunlight. It's Samsung's own Exynos 1580 processor inside with 8GB or 12GB of RAM, just like the Galaxy A56 phone. It may not have the guts for the top games at the highest graphics settings, but it's fine playing Asphalt Legends, Unite and Magic, The Gathering Arena. The 8000 mAh battery is smaller than cells found in other tablets, but it still returns about 20 hours of mixed use on a single charge, and the 45-watt wired charging only needs about 100 minutes to recharge it. Special mention should go to Samsung's One UI 7 software, which is built over Android 15, as it's neat, logical, feature-packed, and reliable. If you already use One UI on your Samsung smartphone, you'll feel right at home immediately. Samsung includes a stylus in the box with the Galaxy Tab S10 FE, and it's a nice addition, even if it is fairly basic. It's responsive enough to write notes, and I enjoyed using it when playing some games, as the large touchscreen can be a little awkward to use if the game isn't fully optimized for a tablet. There are some other slight irritations, such as the tiny fingerprint sensor being a pain to quickly locate, but once I'd settled down into using it for games, video, and browsing Reddit and the web, it became a faithful partner day to day. There's also a larger size, the Galaxy Tab S10 FE Plus, if you don't mind a 13.1-inch display. Number 2. Idea Tab Pro. Lenovo often has a promotion on the Idea Tab Pro that brings the price below $300. If you want to spend any lower, I suggest you look at Amazon's Fire tablets, like the one we recommend below. Otherwise, this is a nice price for a well-rounded Android tablet. The LCD screen has a sharp 3K resolution spread across a 12.7-inch screen. The speakers sound great, and there's an included stylus to jot down notes or doodle. The MediaTek Dimensity 8300 chip is surprisingly powerful, as I barely saw any issues with performance. The tablet had no trouble editing large RAW files in Adobe Lightroom. The downside is that it launched with Android 14, and while it has received the update to Android 15, Lenovo's software policy is lackluster. This tablet won't get any new version updates after Android 16, though security updates will keep going for a good while longer. Julian Chakatu. Number 3. Galaxy Tab S10 Plus and Tab S10 Ultra. If the tablets we've covered so far are all on the small side and you'd prefer something more like a big laptop, then consider Samsung's Tab Galaxy S10 Plus and Tab S10 Ultra. I'm specifically focusing on the Ultra and its massive, 14.6-inch screen. It's the size of a 15-inch MacBook Air but half the weight at 718 grams without a keyboard case, making it somewhat more convenient to carry around. If you do take it out and about, the IP68 dust and water resistance rating gives it a reassuring level of durability. Samsung added the same very effective anti-reflective coating seen on the Galaxy S25 Ultra to the Tab S10 Ultra, ensuring the screen is visible in varying lighting conditions, and the AMOLED display has rich contrast levels and vibrant colors. The 120Hz refresh rate keeps social media and web apps scrolling smoothly, and the screen supports the included excellent S Pen stylus, which magnetically attaches to the back of the chassis when not in use. There are 2 keyboard cases available, primarily separated by the addition of a trackpad. Samsung's multitasking features and the DeX desktop mode, combined with the large screen, make this an excellent all-rounder for work and play. A MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus processor and an 11,200 mAh battery power the Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra, and it should return around 2 days of use, based on 5 hours of screen time per day, on a single charge. You'll need patience when it comes time to recharge the battery, with Samsung's 45-watt charging system taking at least 2.5 hours to take it to 100%. There's very little missing from the Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra, but you're going to have to splash out to get this full Ultra experience, as it's possible to spend almost $2,000 if you want the most storage space and a keyboard case. This is high-performance laptop territory, and even at its cheapest, the Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra is more expensive than the OnePlus Pad 3. But the hardware is fantastic, the screen is big and beautiful, and there's heaps of power. The Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra is perhaps the ultimate Android tablet around. Number 4. Fire Max 11. Let's get the important bit out of the way. The Amazon Fire Max 11 runs Android, but it's Amazon's version, and it doesn't come with the Google Play Store, instead directing you to Amazon's App Store for all your apps. You may find some apps you want are missing from Amazon's App Store. You can easily check online before buying. And you won't benefit from Google's usual suite of apps and services either. There are ways to install the Google Play Store, but you may prefer to get a full Android tablet instead and save yourself the trouble. If none of this worries you and you regularly shop through Amazon, read books purchased through Amazon, and watch shows on Prime, the Fire Max 11 is the ideal portable way to enjoy it all. It's far from the highest specification tablet. It has an 11-inch, 2000 by 1200 LCD screen, a MediaTek 8188 processor, 4 GB of RAM, and either 64 GB or 128 GB of storage. But it performs better than the numbers suggest, and it's easy to live with daily. Using the tablet for about 4 hours a day has meant the 7,500 mAh cell lasts for 4 days, although charging is slow and takes at least 2 hours. Amazon's keyboard case is excellent. The soft touch material and the magnetic rear panel make it feel high quality. It doesn't need charging or pairing with a tablet, so it's always ready to go, and the keyboard is sensibly spaced with a pleasing feel to the key presses. The lack of suitable office apps in Amazon's App Store holds the Fire Max 11 down as a work machine, and it's where finding out how to install Google Play becomes a benefit. At full price, the Fire Max 11 is a decent value, but it's well worth waiting for an Amazon deal to pick it up with the keyboard. They come along often and put the slate under $200.